This game is still going, oh my god.
Can we just do it on one path and be done with it?
No, Glips,
Nah,
we have to show everything.
It's not fun in that.
Tiara didn't remember.
We already did this.
We already read this, which is why I skipped.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Would you like to buy some flowers?
Hey, Emily.
Hello, can I interest you in some flowers?
Oh, she's a flower seller girl now.
Of course, Joe, because every single nice girl in a JRPG is always a fucking flower seller. Even Snack World took a jab at this.
Which is odd. I've seen anime where there are nice girls that don't just resort to selling flowers. So.
It's more tied to RPGs.
Yeah, I don't mean animes do it. I mean JRPGs. Like practically every night, if she's a nice girl, she's most likely, like I said, even Snack World took it. This was literally the first JRPG trope that Snack World took a jab at in its first episode. Literally the first one.
Let's just say I'm an acquaintance of his, and I really need to talk
So
to him.
Fang is gonna use these to search for Apollonius.
Let's just say, Teo, you're not gonna like what they did to Apollonius in this route.
Joyful.
That's great. So can you take me to him?
Again, that bottle of vodka is so close.
Oh, let me guess.
It's interesting. Hold on, Jova. Sorry, but this is too much of a segue. It's interesting you say that, Teo.
Oh, let me guess. He's a swordsman, and yes, honor and shit is reduced to alcoholic, of course. Well, to give credit, it fits for
yeah.
me.
Did you get my wine?
You know what? Honestly, I'm interested to see where they go with this.
They made him an alcohol dependent, and he
Turn him into a freaking drunk.
And he gets violent with his sister, and there you go.
So, okay, is there an origin to all this?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Compahard is tackling this subject matter.
Tackling alcoholism.
Anyway, is there a reason for this or something?
Because it's subversion, Joe, like you're saying.
No, I mean, is there actually an in-story reason for why he's a drunken this time?
A British school drama made 15 years ago for 13-year-olds did this thing better.
Sad. Anyway, basically, Jova, what happened is he has no opponents to fight. He's tired of life, so he decided to resort to drinking.
Hold on. So why does he not remember them?
Because
Jova, I don't know, Joe. I've stopped trying to make sense of this.
I mean, look, it made sense that Tiara didn't recognize them.
Actually, Jova, to be fair, remember.
I got it. He doesn't even look drunk. It's the exact same sprite.
Well, remember, Jova, in the first half of the story, he never actually joined us. He always joined us in the second half, regardless of what.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Seriously,
Okay, fair
seriously,
point.
Seriously, he's not. His body isn't malnourished, his hair isn't messy, he hasn't got a disfigured anything of his body, so he doesn't even look like he's drunk.
To be fair, Dwibs, just because you get drunk doesn't mean your body's gonna get malnourished. I mean, it
just
depends
have
on...
him cross-eyed, or have one eye closed or something.
Or have him do the usual blush that they have drunks do in anime.
Surely can't be that expensive to just shut one of his eyes.
Also, unfortunately, Dwibs, that money had to go into the boob jiggle physics from Ariana's model. So,
actually, guys, I was going to ask something. Can I voice drunk Apollonius?
No.
Teo is Apollonius.
Hey, I know.
Besides Dweebs, if you don't remember, in Lost Future I actually managed to pull a drunk impression anyway.
Yeah, besides Dweebs, plenty of people can do the drunk voice thing.
It's one of the easiest voices to get right. It's so typical.
Like heck, I've never gotten drunk for real in my life, and even I can pull up a voice like that.
He's literally haggling for money from Fang, so he can buy his next drink.
Well, could be worse. I guess we could have turned him into a sitcom.
And hey, I mean, at the very least, they're actually showcasing how bad being drunk is.
Still, what a disgrace.
Yeah. Maybe he also is playing this game all throughout, and this is the result.
You know, that's actually an interesting thing, Pedro. You say that you had to drink a lot with this game, yet you don't seem to show it. I mean, you seem quite sober whenever we do play this game.
Well, Jova, that's the thing. I unless it's something like a drinking game for a joke, I usually try not to drink
Well, I mean, you had to drink for school days.
Well, like I've said, I'm quite tolerant to alcohol.
I almost rage quit school days.
Yeah, Dwibs almost quit school days too. And yet,
but I stuck through it.
And yet nowadays, school days is one of our most popular playthroughs. Go figure. I mean, watchings or playlists, or you get the drill.
Jova, see, that's the thing, Jova. The times where I drink the most is usually when I'm out for drinks with friends, not so much when I'm at home.
Yeah, but you seem to drink when you're under duress under stuff like Zexel.
Well, but that's a special case. I hate that.
So what now,
Abomination. Anyway, back to this. They target people's weaknesses, blah, blah, blah. Basically, the Septerion Club targets people's weaknesses and they get people addicted on their wine.
Wait.
Basically, that wine...
Oh, that's why Apollonius is like this.
Huh.
Basically, Apollonius got drunk on Septerion Club's wine.
That's actually kind of a smart idea. Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's by no means the most brilliant idea, but it at least makes sense. You know, they want to cover their bases, so anyone who might be strong-willed against them, they get them stuck on the wine, you know, because obviously they wouldn't join them. That's actually...
Tiara, where did you come from? I thought you said it told us to fuck. Oh, that's right, Pippin.
Associates of this woman.
Huh? You're...
Ray version of Pippin?
With a beard, man.
Pippin.
I am not familiar with such a foolish name.
What's your name, Pippin, then?
My name is Pippin.
Really?
I bet it took you like 2 seconds to come up with that life, Noako.
We're doing that now.
Let me guess. He's Pippin's pappy.
Jova, what makes you think that? I mean, come on.
You are walking corpses. Clasp your sins to your
Oh, that's right. He's basically this Count Apollonius. He also wants to kill people for no reason.
Well, okay. You know what? To be fair to Apollonius did actually have story reasons for it.
Everyone, be careful.
Okay, let's fight.
Why is this
Wow, we have to fight him?
For her worried voice? I don't...
Oh no, it's another fight where we cannot win.
Are you serious?
Yes. What is this one? Like the 10th one now?
I lost count on.
I mean, game. When games do this, it's for a bout of surprise. You know. Okay. To be fair, Kingdom Hearts does have a lot of bosses that you can lose and the story will progress. Here's the difference though. You have the ability to beat them and still get cutscenes. Like, yes, the game kind of expects you to lose to Leon. Yes, the game expects you to lose to Cloud. But they still put in cutscenes for if you do manage to beat them. So those don't count. Here though, it's obvious we're supposed to lose, yet they do it so often that we pretty much know the drill right now. Like, heck, even Balsa Fighters, for all its faults, knew the golden rule. We only had it one time when you were supposed to lose against Frigisaurus, and that helped showcase how freaking awesome Frigisaurus was, and also did show a serious point in the story.
Why are you concerned for Fang? I thought you told him to fuck off in the previous part.
Because she truly does like him, even though she thinks we're heretics.
But how does that make any sense?
It's called tsundere, Pedro. Like, Pedro, you're an anime fan. That's like rule number 5 in the handbook of being a tsundere. Act like you don't care about someone, but you truly do care about them.
Right there.
Oh, there's Pippin.
Oh, hi, Pippin.
Hey, Christina V.
It has been too long.
I called it.
No! GB, someone is called Pippin. That sounds like Pappy.
That's exactly what I said earlier, Tibbs.
Happy Rappy.
Happy the Rappy.
I wonder who voices Pappy. He sounds familiar.
Oh, God. It's James, isn't it?
No, it sounds more like Patrick Sides.
Alright, let's look it up.
I'm getting it up, don't worry, guys.
Is it credited somewhere?
I'm finding out now. Voice of Pippin. God, that name still makes me cringe. Come on. Again, Henry's Japanese name on behind the voice actors, but not to worry.
Yeah, that's what
the very fancy F-Wiki here is for. Yes, this game actually has a wiki for some reason.
Man, these actors really did
Joshua
want to
Tamar.
Are you sure that's not Japanese?
Cool.
No, this is English.
Oh wait, did you say Joshua or Joshua?
Joshua.
Never heard of that guy before.
As in Josh, as in I'm joshing you around.
Absurd. You're amateurs unaware
So
of the
this is the
truth.
reason Pippin joins the party, because now suddenly there's his father. Beat the shit out of him.
Well, Theo, you wanted Pippin to have something to do? There you go.
Cast me down.
Yeah, but this is the bare. I hope this gets expanded later, because if it's only this, I'm sorry, it's the bare minimum.
Well, we are gonna get a scene between the two where they resolve things, but that's about it.
So even though it's a one-on-one battle, he's joining our party.
No,
It's only a one-on-one only in name. We can still beat the shit out of him by getting party.
Actually, Theo, he does join us permanently in here.
No, Jobba was repeating the fact. He said Pippin wanted to take his father one-on-one, when in actuality we're taking 4-1.
Precisely. Well, hey, at least they actually have this music
It's okay,
track
Theo.
playing.
The programmers made sure we cannot win.
Also, don't you know, that's the thing, Pedro. He's evil, therefore we can do any sort of dirty trick in order to beat him.
Yeah, I was about to say, wow, they're actually staying consistent with the music track. That's fitting.
This game is so trigger happy with its comic relief themes that hearing a serious theme actually feels off by this point.
I know, right? Like, you know, I think this just goes to show. People may scoff at, you know, nitpicks about music in here, but with this case, it's not a nitpick. I mean, they've played the comedic tunes so much, even in serious moments, that, yeah, the game has kind of set out a tone that is just not serious.
So yeah, this is Pippin's boss theme.
At least he has an original theme.
So, let me get this straight. You can skip the animation, and if that beats him, you immediately skip to the victory. Huh.
What's wrong, you
Well, yeah, if I skip the animation, obviously.
Yeah, but you'd think that they would at least show the boss getting the final hit. I mean, other than just transitioning straight into victory animation.
Where is he getting all that strength?
Well, the thing is, Jova, there's never any particular animation for a boss getting defeated.
What I'm saying is that it's really clumsy and awkward, like most of this game.
I don't know. I think you're reaching into nitpicking.
So how we're
You're
gonna
thinking I'm
get out
nitpicking
of
about
this
something
one?
bad with Fairy Fencer F.
Well, don't get me wrong. I hate the game, but I don't think.
Hold on. Yes, you cannot understand my angst.
To overcome these and attain justice,
you know,
Stay
dude.
true to the 8 disciplines. You
So
just
there you
need
go.
to
Okay,
know.
let me actually recap. Basically, here's what's happening. Pippin is actually with the Septerion Club. Why? Because he claims that in order to achieve true justice, you have to have some kind of banner to rally behind. So basically, even though the Septerion Club clearly is evil, he still joins them because he needs to be part of some kind of faction in order to achieve justice. However the hell that makes
really
sense.
Stupid.
I know, and I don't. See, even he's saying it. This is so bad. Thanks.
What?
Well, we
Let me
did
guess,
just beat him.
Let me guess. Back a crime, so.
No, basically, turns out we did more damage to it.
Oh, so he just...
I'm sorry, we showcase blood and it's with the comic relief race of characters?
Wait, what happened? Did he just die?
No, you shouldn't see it leaves. That's actually ketchup or strawberry juice.
So you see, Theo, he's getting old.
What? Wait, we killed him?
No, we don't kill him.
I cannot die.
Basically, he's getting old, so he's almost at the end of his life or some shit.
Never give up, yeah.
Oh, so the reason he set himself on this path is because he's getting old? So what, has he not done anything to show true justice or something?
Maybe he's just a bored, retarded old man. I don't know. I don't understand. I'm so done. I'm so done. Apologies to whoever might take that offense to that.
So, let me get this straight. The opposite of justice is not evil, but a different version of justice. Wouldn't that make them both justice then, though? How is that an opposite?
Two positives don't make a negative.
That's like saying the opposite of being an American is, oh, hey, Bernard.
Oh, Bernard!
Oh, hi, Bernard. And Sanguina.
Can you actually make get some dignity today?
Well, he's just taking a walk.
Okay, then.
He's just taking a walk, Theo. That's all he's doing. He's becoming a hermit.
What could possibly go? Oh boy.
A handsome young gentleman and a radiant young lady. Truly a matchmaking.
Honey, keep your boobs in your shirt if you don't
Also,
mind.
why do you care?
Pedro, I'm pretty sure she's not
Her
getting...
shirt is barely doing that.
I gotta be honest. Honestly, guys, her hat looks big enough to be one of them old analog satellites on the TV. I might have expected to pick up old Sky with that.
So yeah, he bought the wine, but he threw the bottle out.
Probably because he figured something was up with it.
If you had but asked,
Probably.
I would have happily decanted it for you.
Oh.
Decanting can increase the flavor up to 2.
Also, is this really appropriate music? There's nothing eerie going on. They're just
well, she's part of the evil
Pedro,
organization.
You need to be spooked.
It sounds like the first 10 seconds of the final boss for Sonic CD Japan.
I did speak to you about this before, did I not?
That sounds more like Sonic CD US a little bit.
Which flows within you.
You haven't heard the final boss track for Japan, have you?
Anyway,
sure you know me. Why do you think I don't listen to Japan Sonic CD?
Is he gonna get purged because of he's a descendant of a Thal god?
As you can see, I'm nothing but a simple recluse.
Yeah, they're not buying this shit.
It's like he knows what happens to himself in the past 2 endings and just says, nope, I'm done.
But that simply won't do. Lord Sherman is in search of perfect.
I find it interesting how he's a character that gets no development whatsoever. He has no personality of any kind, and yet somehow to it seems like he's the character we're more invested in for some reason.
I think it's because they constantly boast up Bernard with each route.
You teasing about him and then pulling again. It's Kippo, we're playing Kippo. See, you want this cool final boss? You want this cool final boss? Well, fuck you. You cannot have him.
It's like, let me put it like this. You remember Young Roche from Final Fantasy XIII, who was obviously a Sephiroth stand-in? You know, at least they did stuff with him, you know, I mean, yeah, he was a boss, but he ended up redeeming himself, so he did something with him. Bernard is essentially Sephiroth, like, he kills one of the protagonists, even with a long sword style, and, you know, he does all this stuff. He's a descendant of the Vile God, yet he does jack squat. Like, he doesn't even get to really perform the final rituals when you think about it.
And even then, Jova, I get what the game would have meant if they wanted to do some subversion. But do it for just one route. Don't give him all this bad treatment in all the routes.
Like, heck, even if this was meant to be a joke a la Snack World, they ran the joke into the ground.
Yeah.
Anyway, shoot, what do we talk over, Pedro?
Just...
Basically, she offered him a proposal, but we're gonna find out the true extent of the proposal later.
Interesting.
I'm sorry. I really don't have the slightest idea.
What could it mean?
During that battle, the Vile God's crest definitely appeared on her forehead. Sherman noticed it
just
too.
pretend you've seen it.
Actually, we did see it too.
Oh, okay.
In this world too. So he's going
Makes
after
sense.
her. That way,
Sprite probably cost them like half their last 5 years' profits.
There you go. You just realized why we couldn't make Apollonius cross-eyed.
That's their version of justice. Anything they don't like or approve of, they brand it heretical.
Oh, so we're doing this kind of moral now.
Throw in your own joke. There are so many instances.
Okay, look. You know, okay, again, audience, I get it, you know, technically you don't have to do stuff in order, but like Pedro said, this is the one ending that you can't get on your first run-through. So yeah, again, it's pretty clear that whether or not they consider this the canon ending, they consider this, like, the ending you have to earn.
And for that, they must be destroyed.
They must be destroyed? Yes, won't that make us just as... You know what?
Well,
whatever.
Jova,
Let's destroy.
We don't have Sherman here, so Pippin is going to take the role of the psychopath to destroy.
Oh, hey, Soji! Oh my God, Soji actually moved.
And
like,
he had,
he actually bent over. Like, so let me get this straight.
He's a British butler, so he needs to bend.
So let me get this straight. One of the few character sprites who bends, and you give it to the character sprite who gets to speak almost the least out of the main party. Wait, oh my God!
Well, we're doing still this joke.
Pedro, you know what I've just realised?
Hold on, Dubs, let me just say this. You see, Jova, what happened was... what happened was, Jova, someone at Compile Heart won the lottery, so they could afford that extra animation.
Okay,
anyway,
okay, well, Marius has said, everyone's had that reaction at first. Okay, I'm convinced this ending is definitely dedicated to, you know, poking fun at, hey, this is different from how the other routes did.
Basically, yeah, go ahead, Dubs.
I was just gonna say, This bit's reminded me of Code Geass now. A bunch of guys who want to pursue their own version of justice and go about it using ways
without the lack of a moral center. That's what you mean, Leaves.
Yeah, and are laced with hypocrisy.
When you think about it, doesn't Soji look a bit like the douche? I mean, Lelouch when he without the glasses.
See, here's the thing.
It's not voiced by Johnny on Bosch.
There are instances where you can create a world with a lack of a moral center.
Game. I get that you're trying to be heartwarming, game, but this tune is not helping.
And that can still work. Like,
you're telling me that? Wait, Job, you're telling me that masochism is heartwarming?
No. I'm talking about what he said before that. You know, about how he'll protect her and stuff.
I don't have to deal with her.
Well, but like you said, though, it's kind of hard to focus on the heartwarming dialogue, supposedly, if with this fucking music distracting the hell out of me.
Again, what is the fetish with this tune? Like, again, look.
You're gonna give yourself a heart attack.
Like, look, I know that we said that we thought the dev's favorite tune in Time and Eternity was the trumpet theme, but at least the trumpet theme was kept to what was strictly comedic. This, like I said earlier, has pretty much become just the daily life tune, like, you know, the tune that's the norm.
Breaking news, Portuguese waiter dies by watching a YouTube video.
So we need to get to Harley next, Pedro?
So, I'm sorry, Teo, could you repeat that?
Okay, we need to get to Harley next.
What do you mean?
We'll see.
What do you mean say hi to Harley? I'm right here.
Thank you for your patronage. Yeah, we all know that. Blah, blah. Sarah joined the party.
Pedo boob buffet.
Oh my god, you jinxed us.
Good one, too. Basically, in this route, Harley is bored because she has nothing to do.
Why is she wearing her vile god outfit?
And no food.
Because Tanaka couldn't design a third outfit for her, so reuse this.
I mean, I guess it's fine because I prefer red over orange.
I forgot, Pedro, was this background also in the goddess route?
Oh my god!
Play hooky.
Quite a lot of money throwing around, aren't you, Kapaha? I mean, a new animation, a new background. Calm down, guys. Don't get yourselves bankrupt.
Oh my god, guys, that line. She said, "Where'd my motivation button go?" They're literally just... Hey, Harley! How did they find where they were?
That's the thing. See, here's the thing, Harley. You've never had a motivation button because throughout this entire game, regardless of route, you've never had a proper, even arc in this fucking game.
So wow. So Harley has a different outfit, yet she still remembers us.
This kinda had a fucking role in the fucking story. The entire purpose of this woman is for fan service.
I mean, not only that, they literally just admitted that she has no motivation to be in this part of the story. In fact, the characters literally have to go out of their ways just to pick her up, and we don't even know why they're adding her back to the gang. It's just, hey, I guess we want the gang back together again? So, they don't even come up with an arc for Harley in this ending, do they?
They never come up with an arc for Harley in any route. She's
such
a useless character.
To be fair, Pedro, they did have an arc for her in the Vile God route where she goes from being evil, you know, her purpose, everything. I mean, remember, Pedro, we even had a whole scene between her and Tiara dedicated to that.
That was so phoned in, though.
Yeah, but at least she had a purpose. I mean, heck, she even had more of a purpose in the original route, too. Here... wait, what?
Debatable.
Is she drunk?
No.
I mean, she looks like she's drunk. She's got the blushing stripes for when you're drunk.
I found someone else to molest her.
Yeah, now she's gonna molest Kalara.
Wow, a cold shoulder, huh? That's disappointing.
Hey, Bahas.
Starving. Is it?
So, again, Harley remembers the old... Oh, wait, that makes me wonder. Does that mean that for every other character who just got back, they also are just back? Because the weird thing is that these characters remember Fang, but they act as if they've been living this life their entire time. Especially with Galdo and Marisa.
It's good to know that your priorities are still there.
It's not like one of our friends is captured or possibly blown up.
Since we can't leave the inn, we haven't been to any restaurants.
Dude, don't you like live at the at Tomoe's inn, where I'm pretty sure she'd be perfectly fine with that?
The Justice Society is looking for you, huh? I saw the poster. Must be pretty tough.
This
And
music is
never
still
occurred-
playing.
Has the game
never occurred
explained
to actually
What?
try to contact them.
Has the game explained even who the Justice Society are?
The Junon, you know, the pink, the purple-haired woman's society.
With the
Ah,
parable.
right. The one with the satellite dish on their head.
Oh, I wonder
So-
why people treat her like a total perv. I
So,
wonder.
guys, the Septerion
Yeah,
Club.
again, pause.
So, guys, the
Yeah, but your
Septerion Club
attitude.
is after Harley because she wanted to study fairies, and they treat her like a perv.
Well then.
I wonder why that's the case.
So, you do realize what this means, guys. Harley is actually on the run for actions that we saw that she is very capable of doing in the Vile God route. Which means... I
Please, Pedro,
just...
tell me better when the plot gets hijacked by to catch a predator.
No,
Seems
not
very
just that.
To have a seat.
So, you know what this means, guys? We have to ask the question. Why do we want Harley on our party, and why are we not turning her into the Justice Society? For all intents and purposes, she is a criminal.
Yes.
Why?
Like, seriously, literally, apparently the bad guys are someone who want to go after a woman who can molest and has molested probably fairies before.
Isn't this very topical?
I can analyze the wine all I want, but I'm not a medical doctor.
Anyway,
Oh!
basically,
Oh, cool, I guess she has a
This game is
purpose to
awful.
study the wine or something.
you're just now realizing this?
No, I realized it throughout the entire thing, but it needs to be said all over again.
Yes.
Anyway, basically here's what's happening. Fang is asking Harley to come up with an antidote for Apollonius' alcoholism because
The
we
wine.
can just cure alcoholism with a simple antidote like that.
Okay,
and prove that's it.
Okay, to be fair, that doesn't seem to be exactly what they're talking about. It's mainly, they're apparently trying to find a cure for the side effects of the wine, where, you know, apparently it gets you hooked onto it or whatever, you know, something that makes people ineffective.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, well, I haven't seen much of it, but isn't like this a similar plot point in South Park, the fractured butthole?
Which one?
Like, I remember a scene where Randy gets drunk and you have to fight him as a boss.
That's more of a side quest that's kind of in the background too. It's not so much the main thing.
Anyway, so it seems that, again, part of the society's evil plan is using wine to get people hooked onto it, and apparently this is a special kind of wine, so it's not typical drunkenness, so... Well, I guess at least they aren't stooping to David Cage levels of actually trying to cure real-life drug addiction or drunkenness with the snap of a finger.
alcoholism on their ferry.
Oh
Harley,
no.
you are a terrible person. Yeah, Bow's
But Theo, it's funny.
No, it's not.
So they kind of just imply...
I would be willing to go a bit further, but it would be very insensitive, so I'll just end it here.
I do believe they just implied that Harley may take advantage of Apollonius in his drunken state.
Let's just say, well, whatever. See you for the next part, I guess.
See you, everybody.
Alright, see ya.